Hi, good night. We are Carol and Viviana and Janet and me, Whiteys, and we are going to present our video about the cultural dimensions and our role play. Thank you for hearing.
Related to the cultural dimension of power distance established by the husband and speaking specifically about politeness, Spanish people are not used to thanking every time and asking for things in polite way. So when they interact with people who are used to giving thanks for everything and requesting things in a very polite way, they get bored and irritated. While Colombian people are very sensitive to the way asking for things, since they are children, they are educated to ask for things in a very polite way, saying please and thank you for everything at every time.
So in the following role play, we can want to see Carol, who is a Spanish girl. She works as a designer and she is trying to start a distribution of her trademark in Colombia. Iris is a Colombian girl that has clothes store in Bogota. Iris is interested in doing business with Carol. Let's see what happens when they speak by the phone to check the conditions for creating the joint venture to distribute Carol's clothes in Colombia.
Good morning, Iris.
Hi, Carol. Good afternoon in Madrid. How are you?
Iris, I need you to send me all the information regarding the payment of the taxes for send you the sample to create the brochure for your store.
Okay, I asked the DIAN, the taxes department, Colombian taxes department, for that information yesterday afternoon. So when they answer me, I will let you know. By the way, could you please send me the prices that you manage for that cloth line? I would appreciate your help today. I needed to finish the price proposal for that line. Thanks a lot for your help, Carol.
Okay, I will send you the information on Friday. You must send me the presentation for the final brochure until the end this month.
Okay, I will. Thanks a lot for your patience. And the calls end. Oh, I think Carol is a very rude person. She doesn't ask for things kindly.
Iris is only thanking me and I find this irritating.
The second stereotype. Arabs are very rule-oriented people with laws and rules and controls and regulations. They are characterized by being austere with their expenses and consumption, by they tend to accumulate unnecessary things and only for fashion. Arabs are quite religious people clinging to their Muslim beliefs and traditions, and therefore finding it annoying to talk about religious issues and the role of women in their performance in society. Colombians, in the contrary, have good manners and behave correctly when negotiating, although punctuality is not one of the main characteristics to highlight. Colombian women participated in the social, economic, and political history of the country early, from the struggles for independence. However, her presence on the national scene was not always visible, as is the case with Arab women. For us, it's widely known Saudi women face discrimination in many aspects of their life. For example, in the justice system for social reasons, only 5% of women work in Saudi Arabia.
In this situation, Janet is a Saudi woman who like meditate her place in the home, taking care of the husband and family. Viviana is a successful Colombian professional who speaks three languages and who, despite her young age, has dedicated herself to growing academically. Those two women considering a virtual meeting organized by an NGO in favor of women's rights. In order to participate, Janet needs permission from her husband.
Hello, Janet. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Viviana. Nice to meet you too.
I choose to interact with you because I find your culture very interesting and at the same time very different from mine.
Yes, Viviana, here in Riyadh, the things are very different from who you live there in your day-of-day life.
Yes, I find that admirable here in Latin America. Women decades ago we lived like you do know, but currently gender equality allows us to do whatever we want.
Really surprising. Until 1990, a woman was allowed to drive a vehicle or hold public office here.
Janet, here in Bogota, where I am from, we have a family mayor, and the majority of the government cabinet is made up of women. How will you notice the culture difference is very big? I would like to one day meet you in person and share more about our cultures.
It will be great.
I'm going to talk about some tips for negotiating successfully with other cultures. It's necessary to keep an open mind and be flexible, anticipate the interests of the other side, pay careful attention to building a report, um, be very clear and direct what do you want from the other side, and put pressure on the other side to make an agreement and have a deadline for getting a deal.
Hofte established that cultural dimensions are a framework to help people to evaluate particular culture, and thus this guide better decisions in making business. This is very important when we are doing business with people around the world. Having a solid knowledge of the characteristics of and stereotypes associated with various cultures will give us the possibility to manage the situation that can come up in doing business with people from different cultures. We cannot forget that different cultures have different approach regarding politeness, power distance, gender role, and the most varied aspect of human relationships. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Goodbye.